Okay, so I'm Black, and today I'll be trying out IGS, playing a 5 Don. Should be interesting. He played 3-3, very solid. This server feels completely different than Fox. It's probably closer to maybe KGS, but I feel like this server has like its own vibe to it. For me, at least, it's completely different than any of the other servers I've played on. So it'll be interesting. They also think, they read, they are kind of more influence based on what I've seen. But I've had a lot of cool games on this one. First time I've seen them play like 3-3s though, and then playing this doesn't seem like it would be that good. If you play something over here, I believe. Feels like I could still do something there. He's not getting too much. So I'm kind of tempted just to play another corner enclosure. And the games on here are kind of also famous for being long. So this might be a long video, I'm not sure. Depends on how the game goes, but that's because they use Canadian time. Where you have like 20 not 25. Yeah, it's 10 minutes per 25 moves, which is a lot different than the time on the other servers. So it looks like he's trying to get something here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and split so that he can't like pincer me if I try to approach anywhere. It's a very odd strategy. Playing the 3-4s and then also playing on the sides like this. Okay, and I'm just gonna make a nice solid base. He has a 3-3 here, so I feel like if I played here, it would be kind of easy to invade. And now I also want to jump here because I don't want to let him press me down. And even though he's kind of getting what looks like bigger corners than mine, but these are still invadable, but mine are also invadable. So this still should be okay for both. Kind of tempted to peep here because I can push through and cut if he lets me. But if he pushes here, I back off, here, here, here. I probably have to keep backing off. And this could get into some danger, but I do want to reduce this. I could also just play here to try and cut this stone off. And then later I can come back and try this peep. This one I probably would have to attach. But if he plays a move here, I can probably still attach here and get something. So I don't have to play too quickly there. And this one seems a lot easier to do something with. I'm thinking I'll start with this one. Because here I feel like if he just pushes, I don't really have a good response. And when he gets stones around here, this peep becomes really annoying. And I don't want to let this get weak too early. Okay, so he protects his corner here. If I just run out, he might do something like this, and I just jump out again, and I should be okay. There is some cutting points here. I don't think this can get into too much trouble, and this would be cut off. If he tries to make a base too far, then there's some Aji here. If he tries to like kick first to fix it, he still has a lot of Aji here. So I think the simplest thing to do is just to jump out. Okay, so he does try cutting. If I go down, he gets this peep and can jump out maybe a little bit easier. So I might want to try this one, and if he goes here, then I make a bamboo. Or maybe even this one, which is slightly better connection. I don't think he can really do anything else. If he goes down, then I guess I can also go down. But I really want to prevent this peep and then like this one, because it looks like he can cut me off a little bit easier. And there's still this weakness here. So even though I don't go here, it's not as dangerous for him, but there's still a lot of Aji here. Okay, so he does just jump here. I'm thinking this one. If he goes here, 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 I can Atari and then defend. If he goes here right away, again, I can Atari, defend. So this feels somewhat solid, but still some Aji there. Okay, so it looks like he is trying to cut. So if I go here, he cuts. I'm not sure I can really Atari right away, because he can push through and threaten to capture. So if he does cut, I go here. Hmm. Feels like I have to Atari this way. He extends. Probably push one more time, so it's probably cut, Atari, extend, extend. He probably goes here, and then I jump to try and make this group a little bit stronger. Even if I get surrounded, it doesn't feel like it'd be that bad because I can come and attack this. But he is getting some stones on the outside here, which might make it a little bit easier for him to turn this into territory. But I feel like I can still attach here and do some stuff here because the space is quite big. Okay, so he did cut, so I just Atari, extend once. And like I said, he probably will just extend again. And then I can play this one, or maybe this one. This one, if I go here and he just jumps, he's making probably more territory here. So I probably have to try a little bit more, which keeps this separated. I just have to worry about if he can like push through here, but I think I'm strong enough where no matter what he does, I should be okay to where I can get out. And this group's weak, this group's weak. So since we would both have a bunch of weak groups, might get a little bit complicated, but it should turn out okay as long as I don't make too many mistakes. Because he can like peep here, but I don't think he can actually surround this group. So hopefully that means I'll be able to jump out to the center. Which if I get stones around here, that would mean I'd be building my area and also surrounding his two stones. So he does this one. So he's looking to surround me here. Which I could play here, but then if he peeps and goes here, I'm kind of surrounded. I definitely feel like I need to jump out here, which if he does surround me, I think it's okay because I think this should be okay. I might have to add a move here to make sure I'm alive, but I can look at attacking this next. And this is still kind of easy to reduce because I can just play a move here. And he doesn't have too much solid territory. Like I said, I think I can still invade here. This corner's not too big. I can attack this, which hopefully means I can get some more profit on this side. And my corners, even though there's still some Aji here, I can do something to get at least some territory. But yeah, I think I do need to prevent this peep. And like I said, even though he can surround me here, there's still cutting points for him. I just probably can't do it right away because I'm too weak. And I probably have to come back and live with maybe attaching here, but I don't really want to touch this area because I still want to invade that later. So I could maybe try playing this one. Oh, I'm very surprised. He actually just defends here. And now getting surrounded is not good. So I'm just going to run out here, and he still has this weak group. Very surprised he did that. I thought for sure he would play here because I'm not very confident in this living if I Tanuki. Unless he was worried I'd come over here, kill this, and I guess my area would be of a similar size, but I wouldn't be confident in keeping that. While if he killed this corner, it feels like it would be just 100% his. I guess I could try reducing like this, but not sure. So this group is out to the center. This is weak. This one still has some Aji here, so I think I'm just going to simply jump out here. Don't really see a better move. If I go here, it feels a little bit too thin and I can get cut. Kasumi doesn't really do anything to bother this. And Knight's moves don't look good either. Table shape just makes this stronger. This one, again, is pushing it in the direction of surrounding my own group. So it feels like just a solid jump out would be okay. And if he has to run this way and I jump into his area, that means I'm reducing it while attacking. Well, I guess he's attacking me, but he's pushing me in a direction that I like. Okay, so yeah, he can play it there. Here, here, here. If he tries to cut me, it turns into a capturing race, which I feel like I should be able to get away with that. Because I have moves over here that are like Sente because I can capture the stone. So yeah, I think I just block here. If he makes a bamboo, I could just play the tiger's mouth. Or maybe I need to play something over here first to try and protect the two stones. I for sure want to keep this group weak, because if I keep it weak, it makes my group stronger. Kind of getting into time trouble. I have 2 minutes to play 10 moves. Yeah, not sure. I think I can live here. This gets cut off, but this group stays weak. And if I'm running into his area, this can get weak. This might be a mistake, but that's the one thing about Canadian time that's annoying, is you can run out of time pretty easily. And then sometimes you have to like play a bunch of moves in a row and you don't really have enough time to think. Well, at least in bio, it feels like that's a little bit easier. So I might get into trouble here, but it feels like his group is too weak, but not sure. Okay, so it looks like he is gonna try and kill me. So I have to block here, but this move is Sente for me. So I kind of have to try and use that to live somehow. And I have to play the next 5 moves in a minute and 30 seconds. But he has 2 minutes and 20 seconds to play his next 8 moves. Okay, he does Atari, so that is quite annoying. Pretty sure I have to respond here because I need to keep this weak. But I'm kind of thinking, or at least hoping, even if he dies, if I get some forcing moves where I can push out here to get this strong, I can still maybe try to cut this off. So yeah, I'll push out here. So even if he captures this, I get to destroy this area. Playing a move around here feels very nice. Yeah, I'll push one more time. Okay, so he's playing very defensive here. And tempted to try this one. If I go here, 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 connect, Atari, I can kind of cut this stone off for free. And I can still maybe come back and live here. Yeah, let's go ahead and try it. At the very least, it should help make this group at least a little bit stronger. And he has to be a little bit careful here. But my plan is probably a little bit risky. So I'm trying to make it to where he goes to attack this, but I get this side. And if I can come back and do something to this group, which it does look a little bit weak, maybe I can get away with sacrificing some stuff here. Okay, so that seems pretty good for me. Okay, yeah, I'll just extend here. He goes there, okay. I'm tempted to just try and take this side. And then I can still maybe try to invade here and make this live. I do have a ladder breaker here. Not sure how to use it though. I think I'll attach here and see what he does. So if I can somehow get to where I can make a ladder breaker and capture this stone, this group should live. And there's still Aji with these stones if I can get this to live, because he doesn't have 2 eyes yet. So if I can force him to capture these, that's worth quite a bit. Yeah, I'm just going to extend. If he's going to trade the corner for this, I think I'm also okay with that. Because I feel like taking his corner and this are probably around the same size. The only drawback is I can't really try and force him to capture these stones, but it looked like it was really difficult to do that anyway. If I extend one more time, he goes there, so I kind of have to Hane into the corner. There, so I kind of need to jump here. By Hane, he can cut, so I go here. And he still has to be careful about me living here. So again, I can go back and trade this for this if I get the opportunity to. So like if he tries to block here and I run out, the ladder breaker is not working. But with this one, I think he just connects. I go here. And now this should be alive. And it feels like he still needs to add a move here. And if he does, then I probably just knights move here to try and take the entire right side. Okay, so he's coming to defend this first. Guess that seems kind of big because he doesn't want this to die, but also playing a move here seems really big. Okay, I'll just Hane here first. And if he extends, I think I'll come and jump here. So if I jump here, he pushes and he tries to cut. I Atari, he connects. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that work as a ladder breaker? It looks like it does. Okay, so it looks like he's trying to take Sente back. I'm not sure. And I'm just trying to block off the side and get Sente as well. So if he goes here and takes the corner, I can still extend and do stuff. It gets pretty complicated. If he just connects, I'm also probably just going to come back over here. Because again, as long as I got potential over here, I don't care if I just lose my corner. And if he Ataris here and goes here, I can extend. I get some moves over here. And it looks pretty dangerous. If he goes here, 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 I extend. If he goes here, I can capture. So he has to connect and I can turn. Can't really read that out completely, but it seems like it'd be okay. If he goes here, I connect. He goes here, 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 I can just block. So yeah, I think I can just Tanuki this and come over here. And I think he can't really, even if he Atari's here, I can still live here. So I can jump out or play something here. So I don't think I have to worry too much about this group. It also just might have been better just to jump here and try to take this side. But not sure. Because if I just jump here and he plays something over here and lives, I'm not sure if that's enough. But if I can like threaten to save this and cut this stone off, it feels like I get a lot more. He turns here. Like this definitely seems bigger than saving this, maybe. Yeah, I'll push here. Because even if he captures the 2 stones, it doesn't really affect this group. I guess he could like push through here and cut, and then if he captures these, this is getting pretty weak. But I can still Atari here, and if he extends here, I could probably just defend over here, and it should be fine. And it feels like he needs to come back and kill these, because that's very big. And then I can just maybe Knights move here. Okay, so he's just going all out to reduce this side. I think I'll go ahead and save this, which I think I can just ladder it. Yeah, I'll go ahead and save this. Because he's reducing this side, so I can't give him too much. And I can still just play a move over here to try and take the side. Okay, so he does come back over here to splits. This corner is getting kind of big. But I feel like I can maybe play here first to try and protect this corner. If he comes back over here, I just defend. Or I might just need to defend my corner. And then if he makes a base on either side, it should be okay. But this can become quite weak if he can like cut and sensei and then extend here. So I think I'm just going to connect. Although there's still some Aji here, but maybe not as much. So if I go here, his corner, like this is already alive. I don't think I can really kill this. So I think I'd rather Atari this way. If he connects, my corner is fine. And then I can come back and just capture the stone. So now this should be okay. But if we try to count, let's see. Probably behind on points. Yeah, I'm pretty far behind. But I just have to try and get away with something. Yep, let's try and cap here. Not sure if, even if I cut this off, my corner would get damaged if it goes here, 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 here. Yeah, it looks like the corner gets cut off, but I'd cut this off, but he can still run out. I think to win, I probably have to threaten to like peep here and then try and cut this off and take everything. And if I can do that, this wouldn't have two eyes, and he would be forced to capture this. Yeah, this is probably wrong direction. I probably needed to go the other way. Yep, he does push through. Yeah, I probably just have to Tanuki now and try and cut this off, which I think he will just block. And this will be my last resort. But yeah, 5 down on IGS is pretty tough. Although I think I could have done better if I had more time here, but like I said, I had to play like 10 moves in like 2 minutes. I feel like I got this cut off. If I can kill this, I might have a chance, but it looks very difficult to do. Yeah, looks like I have to cut it off, which I might lose everything, but it's better to lose by a lot than by a lot. Okay, so I think I got a chance here, but not a very big one. I think if I kill this, I should be okay, but he has a lot of ways to get out. He can like try to run out this way and connect. He can try to cut off this stone. So my corner has quite a bit of Aji as well. But yeah, for sure, I just got to block here. I feel like this might make my corner a little bit stronger rather than weaker, but I guess he can attach here. If I try to push through, maybe he can do something in my corner after Satari, but not sure. And then if I can stop him from connecting here and kill this, he'd be forced to capture this. And yeah, for sure, I have to stop him from cutting. So I have to play the bamboo. He can play this one here, and then gets a little bit dangerous. Lots of cutting points. The Ataris, of course, I just have to connect. Okay. So if I push through here, Atari, he extends, and I'm just dead. So I think I have to go here. If he connects, I can go under and extend. Not sure. So 1, 2, 3. Maybe I don't even Hane here. So maybe I just block. He has to connect here. And then I can maybe play this one. And if he drops down, I jump. And I should be kind of connected. I'll have to see what happens. But yeah, I think if he goes here, if I cut and he goes here, it ends up the same as before, I think. Or if he went here, or if I went here, 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 and he extends, it kind of reverts back to that, which is not good for me. So he might extend here. And I'm not quite sure what I do after that. I have more liberties, but I'm not sure if I can get away with the turn here. I guess I can extend here and force him to connect. And then I can do the same thing where I can jump. But this is also only one eye. So maybe I can also try to jump this way and force him to capture and then just make sure I get rid of the other eyes. And not sure. If I go here, it looks like he can just play something like this and it gets kind of annoying. So maybe I need to do this one. If he goes here, I just Hane and it should work out. If I go here, he can't really cut. Yeah, not sure. I think if I go here, he connects, I jump, he can just play something like this or maybe this. Maybe like threaten to go here first, then here. But this is probably my best chance after the mistake over here. I guess he could turn here first, Atari. But even then, I feel like this is still just one eye. So maybe he has to try and get out. I'm not quite sure how he can do that. I'm feeling okay about this one. Okay, so he does do the turn. Yeah, of course, I just have to block. Hane's here, I cut. He goes here. I believe I can just Atari here, and get out. And I don't think he can push through and cut because I can just connect to here. So this turn definitely feels like a mistake because I don't think it's growing his eyes. I can peep here to reduce it. I'm not sure if I want this one. If I go here and he goes here, I have to go here. If I do this one, he blocks. And he can't really get another eye here. But my corner could get into danger if he somehow can connect here somehow, and then I have to connect, and then if he goes to make an eye here, I don't know, kind of tricky. I think I'll just play this one, just to force him to connect. He only has one eye. And I'm pretty sure he has to connect. I don't think he can cut me off. And I don't think he... It looks very difficult to get out. Because I'm strong here, but even if I lost this, I feel like if I got this, it'd be big enough. But if I just stay connected... This is the point where you start getting excited about winning, and then that's normally when you start losing. Because you're like, yeah, I killed this, I have a chance. But then you normally make a mistake right after that. Okay, and then looks like he might get into time trouble on this one, because he has 18 moves and has to play that in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I have 4 minutes and 21 seconds to play 15 moves. Okay, he played this one, so of course I can peep here. And he has to connect. But it looks like he's trying to get an eye here. And try to take advantage of my liberties to where I can't throw in here. But I'm not sure if that works. And if he's forced to connect here, I can maybe even connect. And then if he goes here, I throw in. If he goes... like here, I connect again here. I can still throw in to get rid of the eyes, but he might be able to cut me off. So, yeah, it's hard to read. Okay, so 1, 2. If he does something like this, threatening to cut me off, I have to block. And then he goes here and he has an eye. But I can come back and capture this one. But this also kind of prevents me from connecting too easily. But yeah, I do have to just connect here. I have no choice. If he connects here, he can push here and cut. I have to Atari connect to this group. But he can also play here, but I can Hane. He plays that one. Yeah, of course, I just have to connect. And then he captures. So this also doesn't seem that good. He can't make an eye here. When I turn here, he can't make an eye here. So he's pretty much forced to try and cut me off somehow. I don't think he can do that. Like if I go here, he cuts. I can extend here to connect. And if he cuts me off, I can still Atari. That seems like that works. But I got to start worrying about my time. If he doesn't time out, because he's, like I said, he has 53 seconds to play 13 moves. Of course, I have to get rid of that eye. He goes here, and of course, I have to get rid of that eye. But I think he's playing these moves just because of the time trouble. He tries to connect. Of course, I have to block. And he cuts. So I think I can just Atari here. He connects. Then I just connect out or jump out. And if he Ataris, I just connect to this group, and I think it's okay. Yeah, I think that's right. He goes here, and now I just have to jump out. And I don't think I lack any liberties. And yeah, I just have to Atari. He connects, and then I connect to my group. I think that's just game over. I don't think he can live after that. And for sure, this is too big. Okay, yeah, he resigns. But wow, that was a really long game. That was a 55-minute game. And on Fox, like I think 30 minutes is probably the longest I've had. And this was a quick game too. Like if this went to end game, it was a close game, it probably would be like a 2-hour game. Who knows? Hopefully you like me playing on IGS and would like to see more. And but yeah, and I would like to thank my Patreons. Their support means a lot, and I'll see you all next time.